of people showing up in downtown Delray Beach tonight to catch a glimpse of celebrity Mark Wahlberg. He teamed up with a local restaurant to help raise money for the victims of the Maui wildfires. CBS 12's Katie Benty joining us in Delray Beach tonight to tell us how it went.
Hundreds of people flooded Rocco's Tacos tonight. There was a line of people trailing all the way down the sidewalk here and wrapping around the corner. Now, with a turnout like that, you can imagine they raised a lot of money. In fact, they almost reached their goal of $20,000 from this event alone. All of it going to the victims of the Maui fires.
Oh my God, the line goes around the corner. Literally.
Hundreds of people stand outside Rocco's Tacos in downtown Delray Beach, and not just for the food.
I love Marky Mark.
Hollywood superstar Mark Wahlberg using his fame for a good cause. The actor teamed up with restaurant co-owner Rocco to raise money for those impacted by the Maui fires.
Mark said that he would support it, so they brought some of the tequila up, and there's some signed bottles that we've been auctioning off, and we're donating to a really good cause.
Wahlberg auctioned off signed bottles of his personal brand tequila. The goal to reach $20,000, all going directly to World Central Kitchen, a nonprofit currently serving on the island.
During unfortunately catastrophic events and when people need food, he brings his services there, and we're supporting that cause.
Maui has been facing flames, losing loved ones every day. Hundreds are still missing. While our area has never experienced something of that nature, we've seen firsthand what devastation looks like, and many say it's time to give back.
The outpour of generosity. It's even more exciting to see people give and want to be part of giving back to something such tragic, because we all face tragedy here in South Florida with the hurricane impacts.
It makes us proud to live in paradise when our community supports.
As we said, all the money raised here goes to World Central Kitchen for those impacted by the Maui fires. And you can continue to donate through the month of September. We'll have a link there on our website, CBS12.com.
CBS 12 News I-Team and CBS 12 News and Español have been working on another joint investigation helping local families concerned for their children.
A parent contacted anchor Carlos Mejecha about suspicious activity in their apartment complex. They were worried about what was happening practically on their doorstep. But as immigrants, they were uncomfortable going to the police themselves. So
this area of Lake Worth is home to many Central and South American migrants, and some landlords don't ask a lot of questions as long as the rent gets paid. But as Carlos and I-Team Chief Investigator Mike Magnoli explains, that has created a sometimes dangerous environment. Mike?
It certainly is. After Carlos and I spoke to his sources, we checked out the situation for ourselves, and then we contacted the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. And for a month, detectives kept an eye on the address, which neighbors suspected was a brothel. Then a couple of weeks ago, they raided the joint because an accused sexual predator was one of the regulars there.
This is State Street in Lake Worth, just south of 10th Avenue. The majority of families on this block are migrants who primarily speak Spanish. A group of parents reached out to CBS 12 News and Español anchor Carlos Mejecha, and they told him about odd comings and goings at all hours from this door. They even had stories of strangers who confused the address and walked in and made themselves at home in their living room.
The person came to me and asked me, Carlos, do you think that this is normal? A stranger inside your house telling you, where is my service? Who are you? What are you doing here?
After corresponding through emails and text messages, Carlos and I met with the concerned citizens. They were terrified there would be consequences for speaking to the media or to the police, so we met in a Publix parking lot, and we agreed not to show them on camera. But here's some of what they told us.
Why not call the cops?
¿Por qué nunca se ha llamado a la policía? ¿Por qué no se ha hecho un reporte policial de esto?
We're scared of losing our home. If the owner finds out we called the police and made problems, he might kick us out. When we went to him with our concerns, he told us if we don't like it here, we can leave. But we don't have anywhere else to go.
They don't see any solutions. That's why they came to us.
And they came with video to back up their stories. Ring doorbell cameras caught some of the parade of visitors to the suspected brothel. Men going around the back, women arriving with roller suitcases, then leaving again just hours later. Some of the visitors had been overheard saying that they were coming to pick up delicious food, but no one ever leaves with a bag or a box.
And if you're cooking for someone, you don't need to have a bodyguard in the front door.
On a couple of occasions, men came out of the place naked and used the outdoor shower in full view of children playing nearby.
And when you have small children, especially little girl, you need to protect your child no matter what.
We took what we had to the sheriff's office, and while we don't have a lot of information because the investigation is still ongoing, detectives did tell us they arrested a man at the location sleeping on the sofa. 34-year-old Axel Diaz. He's charged with lewd and lascivious behavior for victimizing an 8-year-old girl, and he's wanted by several federal agencies.
That's why they had the reasons to be scared, and they had the reasons to ask what's going on with this place in my neighborhood.
Absolutely right. And those folks in Lake Worth did the right thing contacting us.
Florida, we're not expected to see much of the effects of Hurricane Idalia, but that doesn't mean you should not be prepared.
Yeah, there's no better time than right now to make sure that you are ready as Florida's second hurricane sales tax holiday is in effect.
And our Stephanie Valderrama joining us live with more on how you can save this hurricane season. Steph?
Yes, good morning, Matt and Sam. So certainly the tropics are active right now. So really now is our chance here in South Florida to make sure that our hurricane supply kit is ready to go. And like you mentioned, that sales tax holiday going on right now. So now is the time to stock up and save. A bunch of items are on that sales tax holiday, so you won't have to pay sales tax, including portable generators under $3,000. Other items including gas cans, batteries, portable radios under $50, as well as non-electrical food coolers under $60. Also pet evacuation supplies, including, pet food, collapsible bowls, bed, kennels, carriers, and any over-the-counter meds that your pet may need are also tax-free. We spoke to a local homeowner yesterday who is really ready for this unpredictable weather.
And you don't have to go crazy and get a big generator, but a small generator. I think back to when we had the big storm come through. In the early 2000s, we were out for power for a week. It was like a nightmare. Water, of course, right? Canned goods, always good things to have on hand because you never know. A very good cooler.
Yeah, that's right. So state economists predict between these two disaster preparedness tax holidays, Floridians are going to save close to $144 million in sales tax. So again, now is the time to look at your hurricane supply kit, figure out what you need, and make sure that you get it. So that sales tax holiday does run through Friday, September 8th, so you have plenty of time to get it done. Matt, Sam, back to you.
Stephanie, thank you. Also starting this Saturday, the state's 7-day tool time sales tax holiday begins. So you can save on items like power tools under $300, safety glasses and hand tools under $50, work boots under $175, and hard hats under $100. A lot of this is important equipment to have on hand after severe storms that in some cases do require extensive cleanup.
And for more updates on Idalia and our current forecast, be sure to download the CBS 12 News Weather app. It's free and will update you on all things weather related in our area.